Hey guys, namaste, it's Kala. And just ignore my background. Does my hair even show? Gosh, you see the gray part, but then you don't see the rest because it's like up by my ceiling. Anyway, namaste, beautiful. Let me reach for my tea. Streaming live is crazy. Namaste. But you know me, I actually enjoy it. I've done a couple lives and it's just easier because you're like, get it done, you know? Otherwise, to film a video for you, you guys, of course, you spend about a half hour filming, you get ready, you spend about a half hour filming, then you got to upload, you got to edit. It's just too much work. This is, while riskier, much more fun. So my throat's a little bit raspy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm getting over a cold that even actually went to my throat. And I haven't been sick probably for about 2-3 years. And I know what caused it. Leave a comment if you are recovering. In my area, the flu is going around. But I just overindulged, you guys, over the holidays, and I literally blame a cookie called Death by Chocolate. I might have mentioned this in my previous video because I really don't like to be sick. It upsets me. Hang on one second. So I have a cup of tea. What is it? Traditional Medicinals, which is a really nice tea company. And so I'm going to sip that. Hi. All right. I know, I do these lives. They're a lot of fun, but they're a little nutty. Let me put my tea down. So folks, it's like I'm in my studio, my hallway's a mess. You know how when you get sick, you know this is true. You stop cleaning up, right? Because you don't feel good. So I'm not a super neatnik person. Like, I'm kind of in the middle. But when I'm sick, just it all goes to hell, you know. There's like the Percival sleeping in his Amazon box, and I was like saying he loves Amazon as much as I do because he thinks they deliver just for him. So you guys get ready. I'm going to do the January reading. Yes, it's halfway through January. And then one time, if you watched my lives before, and God bless you if you have, I was able to pull it up on my computer because I figured I'd do it on the phone this way because I know a lot of you are watching on your phone, right? But I don't know that I was able to set it up correctly. But what we're going to do is, okay, that's the Osho deck. I'm going to slow down and just breathe. The Goddess deck. And I've got the Radiant, the regular tarot, but the Radiant version. So I'll show you. Oh, that's interesting that the Magician is right there. The colors are a little brighter. Okay? So what I'd like to do first though, you guys, and so if in the middle of the live stream the camera knocks over and you just see brown, that's my wooden floor. And I've kicked over my tripod and I will return. So get a cup of tea and you're gonna pick a number from 1 to 3. Okay, so I'm gonna do the pick a card because I like that. I like that because it feels a little more interactive, you know, versus like just this is the one reading for everybody. Now this is a general reading. That's why I always say, you know, hey, come for a reading. Just so you know, this is my side gig, you guys. I love tarot and I do it daily for myself, daily, and have been reading and studying it for decades. But it's only part of what I do. So I see comments coming in. Hello, hello, hello. It's only part of what I do. I feel that my greater mission, and I really do mean that, my mission is to help midlife women, goddesses, 45, 50 and above, who have hit a wall, who have burnt out, whether health caused it, whether divorce, whatever really just, you know, kind of messed everything up for you. And that's who I like to work with, to help them get on their feet and like see the prime of their life that's going to be even better. And I think that's really important. And that's really my mission. So what do I do in the daytime, since I'm saying this is my side gig, the tarot part? In person in my area. I am a healer. I'm a licensed massage therapist. And so I do shiatsu, which is super cool, using thumbs, palms. You use your elbows. Sometimes you use your feet. I don't generally use my feet on people, okay? But you're working on the energy meridians that run like in lines all around the body, right? It's related actually to tapping. You see people doing, it's like the tapping person took it from shiatsu, which is thousands of years old. So I love that. And so I work with folks in person in New York City or in my hometown, and you'd know if you were in my hometown, so I'm not going to say what that is. But I also work virtually. So if you'd like coaching, if you are recovering from burnout and you want to learn spiritual practices to heal and to reconnect to spirit, then get in touch, okay? And I have a 3-month package because it takes a minimum of 3 months to really have anything happen, okay? To have any real benefit. So I've got my little table. I can't show it to you, but in the replay you'll see as a thumbnail. So just imagine choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, okay? And then we're gonna, in a moment, I'm still giving time for people to arrive. So hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I'm gonna do right now and what I'm doing is setting up my little table. I have this beautiful fuchsia cloth. I've got a candle burning. And I have some stones. I have a beautiful crystal that is from a shop in my area, and the owner swears on his life this is literally from the Himalayas, and it was like brought down on, I think he said yaks, or like some sort of, yeah, I don't remember, some large animal. I'm from the Bronx, people. I don't know. I know pigeons and mice. Okay, and I know other animals now, but it was some large animal that it was brought down because it was from so high up in the Himalayas. And it really, this particular, they do have a wonderful vibration. They really do. So I have that. And I have a little turtle. My little turtle here. Here, see if you can see my little turtle. To remind me to slow down. Okay, like the women I work with. You know, like I said, a New Yorker, so I'm always like, go, 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 go. But living in the country. So start to become aware of your breath. Like I'm doing, just breathe through the nose. Hi, somebody else popped up. Breathe through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Now the thing is, you guys, on my phone, when you pop up, it blocks me from seeing myself, so that I'm like, there's like this screen in front of my face. So I'm gonna choose choice 1. This is for the month of January. Choice 2. And finally, choice 3. I hope you guys can't hear my neighbor downstairs. So this is tarot and a vlog, okay? So I do talk and share and with you. So I've pulled 3 cards. I've got some incense burning in the back. And so decide what number feels appropriate for you, okay? I really also want to emphasize that you are the creator of your life. I believe we're in co-creation with spirit. I don't believe, like some people do, that we're in 100% control of life. You know, there's some new age folks who believe that. I think it's a co-creation. You know, I always give the example, you know, a tsunami may be coming, but what sort of how it's going to play out for you is going to be specific. Are you even in that place when the tsunami comes? You know, where are you? Are you in high ground or low ground? You get what I'm saying. So tune in and decide 1, 2, or 3, okay? Because I'm going to reveal them now. Okay, because you can't wait and see which ones are good and then choose that. Okay, which is what I would want to do. Choose 1, 2, or 3. You ready? And then, so I've got tarot, and like I said, I'll pull some other cards. So choice 1. Okay. So if you chose choice 1, make up your mind now. I see you, and you have not decided. 1, 2, or 3. All right. Here. This is 1. This is a really good card, you guys. So just hold it up so you can really see it. Hold it up on my camera. I got a new phone. People, the camera pixel sounded huge. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. So Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a wonderful card for career. It says that you've reached a level of mastery in the work that you do. So whatever the work you do, goddess, and I've got some guys who like to watch and see what I'm doing, so I call them manifestations of the divine masculine. So, and we are manifestations of the divine feminine, and we have two sides within us, and it's really about creating a balance for each person's a little bit different. I have to throw that in. That's part of my teaching. It's a tantric idea. We all have yin yang within us, okay? And we're seeing that play out more and more where people are able to express, the degree of yang, the degree of yin. So I think that's fabulous. So those of you who chose one, career is really important. You're hitting a point of mastery. You may be working with others, very likely on a project. It could be a business. It could be something at your job. But this card implies that you really are good at what you do. And Spirit is saying to you that you are gifted. You have reached a level of mastery. I feel that this might be being shown to us and to you because perhaps you don't feel that you have a level of mastery. Maybe you're not as confident, as you should be. But you're really reached the level of mastery, whether you're a songwriter, a singer, a dancer, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, you're hitting your stride in January, and that is the energy around you. So again, I don't believe things happen to you. It's a co-creation. So this is saying you need to examine your thoughts, feelings, and desires about mastery of your work. You have a gift. You are at the point where you really should be sharing that gift and also charging for it. The Pentacles, hang on one sec, I get my tea. Okay, the Pentacles imply they're about money, they're about success and earthly, it's not thoughts and imagination, people. It's not daydreams. It says that you're really at a point in your career where you can charge more. You have gifts, you have talents, you have skills. You need to recognize that you've reached that level of mastery and feel that confidence, okay? And I'll pull more about it. But let's go on to card number 2. Okay, so if you chose choice 2, and then watch all the way to the end because I'm going to double back and pull more cards for each choice. Okay, so choice number 2. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hold it up. Okay, so this is the Judgment card reversed. So this card, those of you who chose 2, sorry, I'm just really trying not to knock over the camera. And I have long legs and I'm trying to cross them. Okay, so the Judgment card reversed, I'd say, is there's an opportunity for you to start fresh, to begin again in some area. Okay, I can tell that a little bit more if I were doing a personal reading for you. But you're either not believing or not feeling comfortable in restarting. You're it's saying there's a fresh chance. It could be in a marriage, for example, that there's an opportunity to reboot it. Maybe you've been having difficulty, maybe you've been fighting. Maybe there's a relationship that ended and there's the opportunity to restart it, but you're not sure. So you're not really taking the steps because there's some hesitation. But it's a new life. It implies a new, fresh beginning. And that you've learned, it's this idea of resurrection. You've learned, you've grown. And Spirit is really encouraging you to start fresh, to start again from the place that you've learned. So let me just pause for a moment. You're afraid to come out of the dark about it. You may have really been through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and so you're literally like, sometimes when we do come out of a dark, like say after a movie, your eyes are still, they're not acclimated to the light, and you blink and you're like, wow, it's so bright out. So there's this sense, you just may not feel ready to start again, but there are signs, right? The sounds, you know, the angel is blowing the horn. There are signs for you that you need to restart, but there's some hesitancy. And like I said, I'm going to go back through 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so hopefully get your tea, run, go do it, get something to drink. All right, or a snack, something healthy. Are you ready for number 3? Okay. All right, number 3, just hold it up so you can really see it. So, the 8 of Swords. Let me show it to you upright. Here it is upright. The 8 of Swords, okay, which I just pulled reversed. It says that, well, it can go 2 ways because it's reversed. It can mean, one, you realize that this idea of being stuck, of having no options, of feeling she's literally bound, feeling bound. The water and the whole landscape indicates a sense of isolation, feeling mentally in your own sort of worries, trauma. But it's reversed, so it could be the sense that you feel ready to just break out of that, to stop feeling like you're hemmed in, right? That you can move, that you're free to move, to shift, to grow in the way you want. That could be one meaning, excuse me. The other meaning is you're really resisting, really resisting breaking out and taking personal responsibility for your choices and the choices that you have. You might be really playing the victim, okay? And that's like a big thing I always tell women, because I've been through it, to not claim this big V on your forehead. We all, many of us in female form in this life, right, have been victimized, as have many men. The thing is, you don't want to walk around with it as your identity. I really think that's an important thing that Spirit wants me to bring forward to you. So you may have been victimized, you may have been sexually abused, emotionally abused, financially abused, so many things, and even multiple times in multiple ways. But don't walk around with that victimization, because I believe, first of all, it disempowers you, and then it also attracts more victimization. Okay? So here, like I said, you have to know for yourself, are you ready? Are you ready to make that decision? There's something you need to do. You need to stop feeling helpless, feeling like the damsel in distress, and you don't know what to do. Stop that and, you know, make a choice, okay? So let me put my tea down, guys. Let me put it over here. And I'm going to pull, hello. Oh, somebody said 3. So, yeah, share what's happening with 3. Okay, so let's go back to 1, all right? Now my scarf is shedding, people, so now I've got like scarf fiber on my lipstick. You know this happens to you. So, all right, and it's 14 degrees here where I am. That's pretty cold, and it's kind of gray. So I'm sitting by my heater in my studio, because that's typically the best light, right? So it's warm though, and I have the window open. But so no, I'm not having a hot flash right now. It is because my toes are inches from my working radiator, which I'm very happy it's working. It also might start banging. Let's go back to number 1. So number 1, folks, center yourselves. And I'm going to pull for all 3. So I'm pulling for number 1. Choice number 2. And there was a card sticking out. And choice number 3. Yep. Hold on, I'm going to pause. Choice number 3. Okay. All right. So this is the Osho deck. Now, I love the Osho deck, you guys. That's what it looks like on the back, because it's very clear. It basically is like, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. Don't even try to guess, or you're not sure. I'm just going to tell you. So let's go back to choice 1, which remember was 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So about career mastery. Wow. Okay, you number 1 people, you're doing very well this week. This card is the consciousness card. I'm going to hold it up for a little bit. So it shows a big Buddha and this big the big Buddha, it there's a night sky, okay? And this is actually the Ace of Swords. But again, Osho's meanings, Osho was a spiritual teacher. His meanings are a little bit different. And so it says consciousness. I love this card. This card means that those of you who chose number 1, you need to spend time meditating, or whatever you do that gives you closest to meditation, because you are in a place now where you have a big clarity. So again, around your career, around the work that you want to do in the world, you have a huge sense of clarity, like cosmic level clarity about what you should be doing this January and for a long time, presumably, because this is a big card. So what you need to do, though, is acknowledge that clarity, meditate, journal, whatever you do. But this card implies you're in touch with consciousness. It's a big mind, like Buddha mind, like meditative mind. It's not the little mind, like even like me talking to you when I'm drinking my tea and, you know, I'm thinking, oh, my throat's scratchy. Not that, what we call monkey mind in meditation circles. Monkey mind is our typical mind, which is literally like running like a monkey with its tail on fire. It just runs and runs and runs. That's how our mind is. It does not have to be. The bigger level of our mind is this. And so that's the card those of you who chose number 1 have. So super clarity, and this card implies that you should share it with others. You have a huge sense of clarity around your mission, I'm going to say. It's like mission level, okay? Not just like a little project, but big life level, okay? Let's go on to number 2. So choice number 2, remember you had some issues with restarting an aspect of your life, new life that wants to happen for you. So let's see what the Osho card, it's amazing. Like, you can't make this stuff up. This goes with that. So we got the compromise card. It reversed. This card, here's what it looks like upright. And it's a card, what it means upright is don't compromise. Don't do, they're doing like this little pinky swear thing. It's about like medieval Japan, where they often had the criminals would work in the court, but it's this idea of intrigue and deceit and deception. And so this came out reversed also. So you need to really, you might be reaching a point where you realize you're compromising. So with some other person, you're doing things because you're saying yes to things, or not doing things you want to do because you're afraid, you're trying to maintain power and maintain good relationships, what you would call good relationships. Do you see what I'm saying? You're giving away your power because you're afraid, in this case, of being honest. So this compromise card, like I said, upright, it's saying don't compromise, don't give in, don't do things that aren't right for you. So because it's reversed, I'm going to say that those of you who chose number 2, you're realizing and questioning the compromises that you're making, okay? Share in the comments if this resonates for you, those of you who pulled number 2. The card says, do what's right for your values. Do what's right for you. Don't be afraid of losing power or losing face or people criticizing you. To simplify it, you're gonna get some negative blowback or feedback, but you want to start something. It could be something as simple as losing weight. You want to go on a big weight loss campaign, but your partner may not really support you. Maybe they're overweight as well, for example, and you've had a health diagnosis and you want to lose weight, and you're not trying because you know your partner is going to be like, what are you doing, you know, and bringing home treats and snacks and saying, what are you trying to do? So that's an example of this for those of you who chose number 2. There's some part of you, maybe you want to go back to school, or you want to start a business, or you want to have a baby. It's something that's calling you, but you're compromising on your ideals, okay? Share with me in the comments. I would like to know. All right. Now, oh my God, are there lots? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I'm looking at the time. Okay. The third choice, guys. Those of you who chose choice number 3, feeling really hemmed in, unable to see clearly and to make a decision. Wow. Okay, you may not like this, but again, these are the energies, and you're going to be more powerful because you know, okay? You got no thingness in the Osho deck. I know, it's a black card. Okay. There is nothing, yeah, you're seeing it correctly. There's nothing on the card. It's blank. So no thingness. What this card means, my lovelies, is you really are in a place. Okay, so let me blend it with the previous card because that's how our reading is. So now I have to look at this with this. Okay, so you are apprehensive. You're apprehensive because you don't know. It's not that you know. Like I was saying earlier, you feel apprehensive. The apprehension is because this is what Spirit is saying. You're not in a place where you're seeing everything. You're literally in the void. You're in, it's not clear. So maybe the choice is, should you move across country for a new job in tech? Okay. Or to be closer to your family. And you're like this, you're just like, you don't know what to do. Because it's reversed, I'm going to say you have some sense of what you want to do, but you just don't know. Spirit is saying it's not for you to know right now whether that's the right move, and to be okay with it. Okay, so give yourself time. I really feel like as I'm reading it, I start to feel that tension that you would be under, those of you who chose 3. You know, if that was the choice for you. You are in a place where you can't see if it's right or wrong. You can't see if the change you want to make or the decision you need to make, if it's going to be right for you. You can't really see it clearly. So understand that. That's okay. And let it be okay. You're in a place of no thingness. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just a transition point. It's as if you're a seed and you're under the ground in the dark soil, right? And it will sprout, and you do have to push through the soil and come up through the soil to the sun. But where you are, you can't know. You can't know what you're going to see when you peek out, when you're a little bud. You can't know at this point. So let's go back with the final cards for 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is going to be the goddess energy to learn from, to grow with, maybe even to research if you work with the goddess energy. Okay, this is aspect of the divine feminine. Okay, so let's go. Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. So this is the energy that will help you to deal with what you are dealing with. So those of you who choice 1, wow. Again, very, very good. Pulled it upside down. So you have some hesitancy, but you are a spiritual teacher. Okay, this card is High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. That can mean you need to be writing your book. You need to be recording or giving speeches. You know, it's time for you to be out there. Those of you, because you got the Mastery card, you've reached a level where it's time for you to share. You have a huge sense of clarity of mind, and you are here for a purpose. You have specifically spiritual truths that you need to be sharing. I always give this example. You might be a school teacher and you're thinking, well, I'm not a spiritual teacher, but maybe your work with children, you are to begin presenting about how to educate children in a way that is non-harmful, or how children can deal with crises in the world that they're going to grow up into. So you need to take your role as High Priestess seriously. You're here on purpose, those of you who chose number 1. It could be as simple as, you know, maybe you do hair care, but you use natural products, non-toxic products, and you help women, excuse me, understand their beauty and how to do natural care of their bodies. Okay, that could be your spiritual work. So get out there. Very, very beautiful for choice 1 for this month of January. Let's go to choice 2. Okay. Let me just think a little bit on this. Okay. So there are a couple of options. This card I'll show you upright. I pulled it reversed. And yes, it's not a tarot card, but I give credence to the fact that it's pulled reversed. So Ostara, this card is about fertility and starting things, seeding things, growing things. But I did pull it reversed, and you had the Judgment card reversed, the Compromise card reversed. So it may not be quite the right time, or at least that's what you're feeling. You're feeling like it's not the right time. Okay? So for those of you to really take this reading and use it properly, you need to journal, you need to take time and figure out what is it that you want to do, because again, this is like the Judgment card upright, which is like, bam, like, do your stuff, put it out there. But again, it's reversed. So I'm going to say it may indeed be that conditions aren't right, but because you got the Judgment card, which typically says the rebirth should be happening, I think that it may be an inner stalling, an inner, like I said, or somebody outside of you, because of the Compromise card, somebody outside of you, who is holding you back. It could be beliefs of your church, your temple, your mosque. It's something where you're compromising your own beliefs, what you really want to do. So upright, it's, she wants to sow these seeds. It could be a business project, new conditions, and give birth to new conditions. So something is holding you back. Those of you who chose number 2 as the choice, you need to really examine what are you allowing to hold you back from what you want to do. I'm just going to let that sit for a while. We are in co-creation, so you, at any time, can tune in. Third eye chakra, your inner being, tune into your breath. Okay, that's one way to center yourself. You could also just feel your spine, feel your neck going up to your head. So use your spine as a centering tool. Take a few minutes and ask yourself, what is it that I need to be doing? That would be amazing, a fresh start for me, that I am believing that something is holding me back, or I'm allowing something to hold me back, okay? And the final card. For those of you who chose number 3, we're fleshing it out. Okay, so number 3, and again, it makes sense. I literally cannot make this stuff up, because remember, there is some sense that you feel you're dealing with, an inability to make a choice. You feel hemmed in. You feel like any choice you make, there's problems with it. You just feel like you don't have freedom of movement in terms of what you want to do and your choices and decisions. We pull that indeed, it's because you don't know. There is stuff that Spirit is not showing you clearly because you're in a transition state. So this makes sense. Now I'm going to show it to you upright. Nematona, she means sacred space. Beautiful sacred space. You can see all the candles there. I pulled this card reversed also. So I'm going to say that you're not giving yourself the sacred space and time you need. So create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So those of you who chose number 3 that are having such trouble making a decision, a lot of mental anguish, a lot of feeling hemmed in, feeling that you don't have choices, you need to put up an altar, whatever that is for you. You need to put some images there that make you feel centered, that make you feel calm, that make you feel in touch with Spirit in whatever your tradition is. Or, if you can, go to a spiritual spot, a place of worship that is significant for you. It could be a place in nature where you feel connected to the divine, to something greater than yourself. This card, Nematona, is calling you to do that, and it's saying that you're resisting that on some level. You're resisting connecting with the sacred. Now remember, Spirit, in my understanding, is always trying to help. You're not going to be told something that is horrible. You are going to be guided to something that is for your higher self, meaning your own growth. It's not going to be something that is going to demoralize you, okay? Even if it's difficult. Spirit has your back. Your guides, your ancestors want to help you. And so those of you who chose number 3, you need to put some spiritual sacred space into your life, into your home, so that you have a place where you can go to and feel centered, feel loved, and feel connected. So I'm going to close there on the reading for January. And what I would love to do is just do a little bit of sharing So if you're still with me, thank you so much. Give the video a thumbs up if this was helpful. Okay. And I just wanted to share a beautiful quote with you guys. You will never change your life until you change something that you do daily. You will never change your life until you change something that you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. And I am going to make a video probably very soon about this book. It's called The 6-Minute Diary. You can see I've been using it. I put like a coffee mug on it. I'm going to do a review about this for those of you who are still thinking about a journal for the year. So my desire is to help you to grow, to share my wisdom. I've reached a point in life where I've been through many, many things and come out the other side, and I want to help you do the same. I want to help you thrive and grow and blossom. And the reason I read that quote also is, unless we change something, Goddess, unless we take steps, nothing will change. So change is happening around us, right? Some of which we can't control. And then as we become more spiritually adept and spiritually tuned in, it becomes more of a co-creation. And that's what I want to help you discover. So if you'd like to work with me or get more information, head on over to intheflowofmagic.com. I truly believe we can live our life in the flow of magic. I also believe we're here to be of great service, and the planet needs us, our fellow beings need us. In fact, I'm going to close with this, basically a prayer from the Buddhist tradition, and please feel free to do this with me. So take a deep breath in, blow it out through the mouth, and I'm just going to put one hand on my heart. Actually, I'm going to overlap. You might want to do this. Just tune into your own heartbeat. You are loved. You are here for a purpose. And so just repeat this with me if you would like, or just listen. It is basically a metta or loving kindness prayer. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings live with ease of heart and mind. May all beings be free from suffering. Now, as you're doing this with me, I just realized I have another video here to make. I'll talk more about it in the other video. So just as best you can, picture people, picture humanity. So all the phrases we just said, may all beings, whether far or near, in high, middle, or low realms of existence, born or unborn, visible or invisible, may all beings without exception be well, happy, and peaceful. And now really feel that. And if you're able to, and as you deepen your connection to spirit, you will feel that as you're sending that out, you start to feel a sense of peace and joy welling up within you for having wished that to all other beings. And so I really do mean all other beings. This Buddhist prayer is for all beings, even those we know we even may have conflict with. We're wishing from the deepest part of ourselves that all beings, wherever they are in creation, be well, happy, and peaceful. Namaste. Thank you so, so much. And feel free now to leave comments or questions, because now that I'm not live, I will actually answer them. Okay? Much love. And I am trying to put out videos on Wednesdays as well, so sometime midweek, as well as Saturdays. And I will answer your questions and comments now. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.